pretties! Welcome back. I am Bumblebee Fern, and today we're going to do another fun little Yule craft that makes also a perfect gift for any loved ones or family or friends. So all we will need for today is some Mod Podge, a piece of wood, like similar to this wood slice, but any wood will do, any shape, any size, a picture that is printed on a laser printer. That is important, laser printer. And a little paintbrush, or a spongy brush even will work. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to transfer our photo onto this wood slice, and then it will make the perfect sweet, sweet little ornament. Easily you can just drill a little hole in it, and then put like a little piece of twine, and then give it away to family and friends as a fun little memento. And especially if you have kids or have a memory that you wanted to remember that year. I specifically came across this idea because I have 3 babies now and my original idea, I try to make an ornament each year for them so that we can have it on a tree, and I try to make an ornament for my whole family, so each one of the families in my family. And this year it was a little bit tricky because since I have 3 babies now, I couldn't do one handprint on one side and one on the other, or a picture on one side, picture on the other, or a little glass globe or anything like that. So I decided to do a wood slice and transfer the picture on. So it is gonna be perfect, and you can write, you could even, on your picture, if you wanna put a word or a date or names, anything like that, make sure when you transfer your picture, it will be reversed. So make sure you can flip your picture and also flip the words as well. So make sure your font or your script, everything is flipped and reversed so that it comes out the right way on your piece. So what we're going to do to start is take our Mod Podge, and I have been using a lot because I have my girls do a fun art project for my whole family. I'm not gonna say, I almost said, but it is a surprise. We're not telling anybody yet. So give it a nice, generous layer. I got fuzzies on mine, sitting on my altar. A nice, generous layer of Mod Podge. And I did a black and white photo, but I have also seen this done in color. And the white part of the picture will actually be, it will look clear. It will look like it's, transparent, so you'll be able to see the wood grain through. And you can do it all the way out to the edge, but I'm just going to be doing it mostly in the center because that's where I want it to stick, and then I want the bark border around it. So a nice generous layer of Mod Podge. This is a pretty quick craft that you can do too. Super easy. I could not believe how easy it was when I did it. And you also might want to a good idea would probably be to drill your hole first before you do this, but I didn't do that and I'm gonna do it after. So after you have a nice thick layer of Mod Podge on your wood slice, you are going to take your photo and put it down so the back is facing up, the photo is facing down, and place it on there how you want it, center it, and then I totally forgot to bring something with me, but I'm going to use this. Then you're going to get a little card. You can use a credit card, an ID, any kind of, like, it's kind of similar to your driver's license. A gift card is great. I'm going to use this, but we're going to just push out any of the air bubbles so that the picture is nice and flat against our piece of wood. So I know we're very close to Yule already. This makes also obviously a very good Christmas gift, especially if you're in the broom closet and you want to do this. And you can make it more of a ritual too if you want to bless this, if you want to charge it under the moon, if you want to say some words. But for the sake of time, I'm just trying to make a quick little video for all my lovelies out there that wants to do something special and nature-based, because I do try to make everything nature-based. Okay, here's my little spiel. Sure, this is plenty flattened out, and you're gonna wait. Last time I did this, I only waited a couple of hours. You wanna make sure the Mod Podge is completely dry. I've heard a couple people say like you wanna wait 12 to 24 hours. So do it at your own risk, but after a couple of hours, I was left with this, and it was completely dry, and I think I made like around 10 of these for my family. So just take a wet cloth. You're gonna let that soak. I made this pretty damp because I wanted it to soak through really well. It'd be better to use like a washcloth or something too, but this is just what I have on me right now. I had to grab a washcloth. So I'm gonna let that soak, let our paper get nice and damp, and I will see you in just a second for you. Alrighty, so we are back, and it's just been a couple of minutes for me. So you can see it's pretty soaked through the paper, and some of the places it won't look like it's soaked through, but in my experience, it has been. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna move this guy out of the way so we don't accidentally get him all wet and to dry. So you can start to see that your photo is somewhat transferred. Not that it's transferred, but you can see through. So I'm gonna put that aside, and then I'm going to start peeling my paper away. And the top layer of paper is gonna come off. You can see where the edge of the wood was. The image is still on there. So, and you wanna be careful doing this. I have accidentally peeled off or accidentally rubbed too hard, and a tiny little piece has rubbed off. So you do want to be careful, but it's not too fragile. So this is a really easy thing to do. Hopefully you're able to see that. So there's that, you can see. And now we are going to start using our cloth, and we are going to rub away the layers of paper. So as we rub, we're going to be able to see that it's getting darker and darker, where our image is showing through more and more. I'm just gently rubbing. Like I said, you don't want to rub the image off, but you want to just get this top layer of paper that is sticking on here and kind of clouding your image. I'm rubbing away the extra stuff up here. And I'm going to also rub away kind of like the edge. You'll be able to see how kind of difficult it is to come off. So you don't have to be super, super careful, but you're going to be able to see like the image start to rub off a bit when I do this. And I'm just kind of rubbing off the edge just so it looks a little bit more raw. Not so defined and hard. Okay, hopefully I wasn't blurring the camera too much. Sorry if it was. Alrighty, we're going to keep rubbing at this, and I'm probably going to skip forward so y'all don't have to watch everything. My sweet girls. This is the image I took at the pumpkin patch this year. And it's like one of the most recent pictures I have with all three of them, because to get three babies/toddlers to sit still and smile together in each other's presence is nearly impossible in my experience. So you want to be extra careful around the faces, because if there's any part that you don't want to rub off, it's their face. And I accidentally did that a little bit earlier. So I'm going to just rub along this edge again. So I have my border. I just think it will look a little bit more finished like that. See how easily, but not too easily, the image comes off. And I'm rubbing pretty hard. It's not going to come off if you just look at it, if you know what I mean. So there is that. And you want to just kind of let this dry. And what I did is I actually took, like I said, I made a bunch of these. And I just took a marker and I wrote 2019 on here. And you can write whatever else you want. I'm going to also write their names on the back, but I'm not going to really share that. But yeah, so you can write names or dates or anything you like, and then we will move on to our next step. Okay, so after that was fully dry, I was left with this image, and you can see I had like still a little bit, a thin layer of paper on here, but that's okay because when we do our Mod Podge, we're gonna seal it with Mod Podge over this and it will brighten up that image again. So let's start on that right now. And I am so sorry for my nails, y'all. It's just been a rough week. So I've not had time to repaint them, but that's okay. So we're gonna seal this up with Mod Podge, and this will keep it from the image from being rubbed off, and then also from if it needs to be wiped down or anything, it could be wiped down in the future years. So Mod Podge is like a semi-waterproof sealer. I don't want to say it's completely waterproof because it's not, but we're just doing our top layer too. So, but this, I know it looks cloudy and white right now, but it will actually dry clear. Trust me, it will. Just sealed like 8 canvases with it. It came out great. So there is that. Nice and sealed, and I will come back in a little bit to show you the finished product. Okay, my loves, I am back. So here you can see it's still a little tiny bit wet, but you can tell that it's nice and clear and it's gonna dry nice. So I just told you that you could still go for it after if you can see some of the paper, and I had it actually, I take that back because I just did this piece, and after putting the Mod Podge on, this is the previous one I showed you, you can see that you still have the paper. You can still see that paper, so make sure you very carefully just kind of keep rubbing, letting it dry, making sure that most of that paper is off. What I did was, with this one, I rubbed off the bits of paper just a little bit more, and then I actually wetted it and put the Mod Podge over it before it completely dried. And that seems to be going really well. It's pretty much dry and nice and clear, so just kind of check on it. Oh my goodness, my nails, don't look. So that is that. And all you have to do now is drill a little hole with a drill or a drill press, whatever you have or whatever you can borrow from your neighbor, and there you go. So cute little ornament wood slices. This is also a perfect thing that you can do with your leftover tree. So like after Christmas and Yule, if you want to, you don't want to just waste your tree, you can cut it down and cut the branches off, and I'm going to have more videos of what to do with those, and just cut the trunk into slices and make something out of it. Because unfortunately, if you bought the tree, if you bought it from like a tree farm or something like that, then you can't really use it as a Yule log for the next year, or at least that's what from the research I've done. Oh, hello cat. My fat Bengal just decided to, come on Chubby. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes, but I hope you all enjoyed that little tutorial and enjoy how beautifully this turned out. I love it. I hope my relatives love it, and I will see you later. Bye.